Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. It's your girls, Montique, Dr. Joy PhD. Callie is signing on. We are about to do Love and Marriage Huntsville, the Cold and the Beautiful review. What would you like? Oh, everything we say is allegedly our opinion. Don't try to sue us because it is solely for entertainment purposes only. Joy, how would
Is
you?
this the last episode?
This is the
14,
finale.
14?
It's the finale episode.
Oh, it's 14.
It does on her thing, but it's 15 really.
Okay.
I don't know why she said 14. She had Real Housewives of Potomac on it too. I had to
No, that's what it says on my thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to cut it off. I might didn't cut it off good. But anyway, Callie, will you message her and see where she is? People, come join us. I'm gonna tag a few people and then we're gonna talk about the episode. Joy, how would you rate the episode? Let me hit invite and share it.
7.
7. Okay.
I'll give it a 7.
All right. Let me see who's on.
What you giving?
I'm gonna give it. I thought it was a 7. Oh Lord, Simply Zone. Mel should have told Martel to get his broke butt with a bottle of piss off her porch. Oh. Simply. Oh, you got it. You sending her a message. Okay. I was about to send her the link just in case she couldn't find it. How would you all this? Oh, Tori said a 6. Simply, how would you rate this episode? What do you think?
6.
6. Okay. So I have not shared any groups. We're gonna go and get into it because it's 7:00, and we talked about.
You can share it. Do you want me to start off and you share?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the episode actually begins with Stormy coming to see Mel while she gets a massage. And while she's in there, a lot of tea was actually put out there. For one, a lot of things now make sense. So probably the biggest tea was we find out that Martel was fussing at Melody and she called her,
and he called her
baby's mother.
And he called her baby. Yeah.
Baby. Right, his baby's mother. That was probably the biggest thing, coupled with the fact that she keeps saying she is so insistent on trying to make this more salacious by saying that Martel shared her medical history. I'm like, girl, you had COVID, not the clap. So that ain't, in my opinion, that's not sharing your history. Because pick who got COVID. If somebody had my child and brought my child back to me and the next day calls me and say, oh man, your baby may have to quarantine. I've been exposed to COVID. The first thing I would say, now how you respond is up to you, but the first thing I would say would be, who you get COVID? Who got COVID?
Where'd she go? Okay, I'm going to tell you this. I was in a situation. Joe, I'm trying to move you over here because you like to be on the end. I was in a situation where somebody told me that they was around somebody who had COVID.
Y'all got COVID?
I specifically said, I've never had COVID. Who did you get it from? You know what they said? I don't know. I was around a lot of people. And I promise you they knew who they were around. You do not have to tell who has COVID. Another thing is this, he said this to a woman who has disrespected Mel for a long time. And this woman goes on Instagram or with the social media and said, I bet that this Mel is double sick because not only does she have COVID, but she's sick because he called her my name. And then used a promo code on her clothes called double sick. That Mel has not been, after she let Martel go out of her life,
I couldn't find that Instagram, that picture.
She was not in any mess. Right. Callie done left again. I don't know how. She was not in any mess. And as soon as she invites him somewhere, he includes her in the mess again. That's where the problem lies. It's not that he told she had COVID. It's who he told. I don't understand why people don't get that.
I agree with that. I mean, I get what you're saying. He could have said, I don't even know who was around, a million people. I get that. That is even a normal response. But all I'm saying is, in his case, it would flat out be a lie. And he would have really had to almost come in.
I was on a family vacation on a beach around millions of people. I don't know where.
I mean, I know, but what I'm saying is he had to almost be prepared for that question. That's all I'm saying.
Well, when he's dealing with who he's dealing with, somebody calls you. Joy, who he dealing with?
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying that. All I'm saying is you're correct in what you're saying. He could have said I was around a million people. It's believable.
Right. He should be used
and it would have been okay. But I'm also saying we know it would have been a lie. And I just don't think that unless he thought of that before calling her, it's also a natural reaction to also just say, oh, so-and-so. And I know that their relationship is contentious. I get the history. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. All I'm saying is I also don't think it's that big of a deal for me.
I think it's because she was not in this mess for the longest. When she was not talking to Martel, she had no issues with coleslaw or Ariana. We're going to call her by her real name. And as soon as she lets this man in her life, he brings this woman back to cause her problems. You would have to be like, damn, why can't we not even have 2 weeks without this?
I guess you're correct. I'm not saying you're not. All I'm saying is I really genuinely don't think that this was old messy Martel. I think this was a situation that he just didn't think this through. I don't think this was intentional at all. Before he cared. I think today, or when this was filmed at that time, I think he cared. And all I kept thinking is, I wonder, is this the what do you call it when something get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger?
Snowball effect.
I wonder, is this the beginning of the snowball of what we'll see on you think so? I was thinking when I was watching this, it was so close in time. Yeah. I was thinking, because I found I did find all of those.
Yeah, you found that. But you didn't see the others.
Yeah, I found that. But I couldn't find. But it's real close in time because July 7th, I think, is the day it happened. Yeah, because I see them talk about it in the groups, but I couldn't find. Nobody had.
And then why did he tell Ariana that he called her? Why go and tell her that?
Wait a minute, is Ariana the name he accidentally called her?
I thought she said she was fussing at him, and he actually called her Mel.
No, Mel was fussing at him. No, him and Mel were in an argument.
Right.
And he called Mel that.
Right.
How did Ariana find that out? Who told her?
Martel, of course.
Okay. See, he's putting them in to stuff that is why. And
that is
that is messy. Martel.
He thinks that stuff is cute or something.
You know what? I didn't get that. You know what? I had forgot that part of her because I couldn't find it. I don't remember that part of her of the screenshot. I just remembered that she had mentioned that she had COVID. I didn't realize that she also told that Mel. That's ignorant, Martel.
He likes to. She said, "I'm not going to be a woman that you pit against each other."
Joy, I'm so proud of you.
I am too. I can't move on. Somebody help me. Hold on. Let me get my bearings. And
look, when I hear stuff and I process it right, it's got to get in there like it didn't, because I misunderstood it. I know I didn't have the tweet. I mean the screenshot of her story. I couldn't find it, so I didn't know that she said that. How you know she said that?
She said it on the show, Joy, when she was getting a massage.
It was on the show.
She said it when she was getting a massage. She said it. It's not like it was in an intimate moment, like she's trying to make it seem like it was in an intimate moment or on vacation. That's not when it happened. See, Ariana was painting this picture of, and then she tried to blame Mel for her son being sick when he's sick every day. It was just a lot.
And she went live with that crap. I mean, that was boundaries right there that should not have ever been crossed.
Yeah,
I just think that's just messy.
She's so immature. And he knows that. No, he's got
like a kid.
He's like immature though.
And you know they say that
but I will say this: when my husband was here, and I was saying this kind of stuff that the girl is a child because I was explaining to him what he said. Melody is just an older one.
No,
because he thinks she's child.
No,
he thinks she's over childish.
When we're talking about the three of them, Melody is the only adult in that trio.
I just
Melody
think
is the only adult.
I ain't talking about in the trio. Just now that has happened.
In general,
how do you invite somebody to your house and then say, "Nah, you on the porch"?
She didn't invite him to her house to talk to him. She invited. I have had people come over my house and pick up a bag before. They didn't come in my house.
He said that. I thought we were discussing the.
No, that's what he thought. She said
it
no.
Was something about camp or something. It wasn't about.
That's how I know you don't listen to her. Because her exact words was, "No, we're not talking about that. You coming to get this bag." Martel thinks that he gets an inch and he's gonna take a mile. I'm gonna come over with some wine. We're gonna talk about the child going to another school. She didn't want to do all that with him.
I can't get it on.
What are you trying to do, honey?
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to. I can't get my eyelashes on. Y'all know I was talking to.
I mean, I'm kind of with him. It's a power play for her. It's a power play for her to. You ain't coming in my house.
I don't let a lot of people in my house.
At least
if you weren't invited, why would you even expect to come in?
I don't let people in my house. Maybe I'm weird, but I don't want you in my house.
If you're really just picking up a bag, you ain't even got to get out your car. You a bag. You
the way her house is made, she got to step out the car.
Power play, which is fine.
What do you mean he ain't got to step out the car? Explain that to me.
If he was there, according to her, to pick up a bag, he ain't even got to step out the car.
So how he gonna get
handed him that?
No, she couldn't go down all them stairs. Just throw it to him down the stairs.
I mean, she lives on a pretty steep hill.
Down there to talk to him.
For
no,
what?
She met her at the door
to talk to him. No, she didn't.
No, when she came outside and they were having a discussion, she had actually came out in her driveway. If he was just there to pick up
the bag. One of them, he came up the stairs and knocked on the door. That's how she knew her door was broke. Joy, what show you been watching?
She knew he was coming. Here's my question: why do y'all think he came there? So he wasn't there. They didn't have a discussion about their children's stuff.
He wanted to. She said, "That's not why you coming. You was supposed to come." Her kids wasn't there. She didn't want to be in a home alone with him. He had the kids.
Okay,
Mama Marlene.
Okay. Again, that's not the issue. You really think
that? It is the issue.
Okay. You think that?
It's the Mama Marlene had the kid. Why did he need the bag for the kids if he had the kids, Joy?
I mean,
it's true.
You really think that's why he was there? That wasn't.
That's why Melody came to the door with the bag. That's why she had the bag when she came to the door, and that's why she was hesitant to let him in. What do you mean you want to talk? You just coming to get the bag? I thought that's what she said.
I think that's off with that. It seems like they either can't. I'm gonna tell you what I thought. Can I tell you what I think? Can I tell y'all what I think? No, because I'm like so confused. No, seriously. I was kind of under the impression that at some point they were supposed to get together to have this conversation about their kids. But probably before they were supposed to film, it seems like Melanie don't want to talk about that. You need to get the baby bag for so-and-so. I'll give you this bag, but we ain't gonna. If somebody reneged on something. That's what it felt like. That at some point they had made an agreement to have this conversation, but a lot of things transpired afterwards. And now that those situations transpired, she don't want to have this conversation with him.
So, but Joy, I mean, okay. And then now that you are woke and you know that's not what really happened, let's move on. Oh my God,
that is what happened.
No, it's
Martel
not what happened.
Went there to talk about them kids. And Melanie knew that. She just didn't want to have that conversation.
The bag. Porch. Her kids wasn't even there.
That's not why they was on.
Why the hell would she want him in the house with her? Her kids wasn't even there.
Why did she open the door and say, "Here's the bag"? If that's not what he was coming to get.
Huh? Okay, Joy.
What, Joy? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
The cameras were there because they know that anytime they get together, that there's going to be some
That's
action.
what he said. That's what
I thank you. She switched it up last minute. It was a power play. I know I ain't the only person that watched it. I don't believe half the stuff that's
He came over to get the bag.
Agreed. I'm telling you all. I promise you all.
Martel came with wine because he's trying to get back in any way he can.
They had agreed at some point to meet to have this conversation. And what I really think that happened is all that stuff dropped about the baby mama and all that kind of stuff. Now she don't want to do it.
Okay, then leave.
Okay, but you're making it seem like he being crazy.
He is being crazy when she says she don't want to talk. She don't want him in her house.
That was the whole scene. Frozen. Disney Frozen. On it.
So Joy's saying that they agreed to talk about the kids inside the house. No. I think he thought since they went on vacation.
They talked about a location, but I just think that he thought, and it could have been on him, that it was common practice because she had agreed to meet at her house. Melanie can't just decide to not meet. I mean, she could have decided to say on a neutral corner if she didn't want him in the house. We could have made it the Waffle House and had this conversation. All I'm saying is, at one point, they had agreed to have this meeting. There's no way you're going to convince me any different on this one.
Well, we see that, but we're just trying to give you the facts.
He changed her mind. All I'm saying is, don't be trying to act like he was there for a bag. Had to have a conversation. And she had to a conversation.
So y'all do not think that these people know that when these two people get together, that something's going to happen. It don't even have to be set up. They knew Martel was coming to get the bag, and they know fireworks is going to happen when Martel and Mel get together. That's why the cameras were there. They are set up at places, and they don't even have footage that they use. They have cameras all the time. So Mel could have been doing something. She could have been filming something. Y'all don't know. You were just insinuating that you think this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So they going to agree to her going to daycare. They could have did that over the phone. Yeah, we talked about the COVID.
That's so all of this that you're saying, I 100% agree with. I don't think this was about a bag. I think that when they were good, maybe I should say it like this. I think when they were good and all things were smooth, they agreed to have this on a call sheet. And on call day, Mel looked at it and said, "Oh no, I'm not having."
She didn't even go to his wine event, Joy. Why the hell does he think he can go in her house? This was the day after his wine event. That's why he bought the wine. If she didn't even come to your event to support you, why the hell you think you're gonna get in her house? What kind of man are these people dealing with?
Everybody was under the impression that she didn't come because they thought Sheree was gonna be there.
That's what everybody else thought. That don't mean that what the producers knew she wasn't coming. Martel knew she wasn't coming.
And Mel was still willing to talk to him about whatever, but not inside her house. Like so Martel is the one that kind of made the little question about, come on, let me
I don't have a problem with her not wanting him in her house. That's her space. But I just don't believe that he went there under the impression that he was going to pick up a bag and the cameras was with them. I just don't believe that. I don't believe this was about a bag. I believe that they had agreed to meet and he found this other stuff. She didn't want to meet him no more. But I don't think he was thinking everything was good. It wasn't thinking and walked in the lion's den.
Well, that's because he's not thinking at all. How would he think everything is good after he knows good and well what he done just done? You can't go talking about her medical anything COVID with the doggone.
I will say this: if Mel was in love with him, she wouldn't have responded at all. I wouldn't give that.
I couldn't understand
it. The courtesy of ever knowing that she made me. I would never give her the courtesy. 2 years after I'm a divorce and you still affecting me, I would have pretended like she wouldn't have been there. I just wouldn't. There's no way I would have any kind of emotional reaction.
That who wasn't going to be there? I'm confused.
I was saying that if I was Melanie, I wouldn't give that dingbat the whatever to even think I had any kind of emotional reaction to her and the bullcrap that she put on Facebook. I wouldn't give her the pleasure. I mean, that girl sitting back and laugh at her.
Who's laughing at her?
It only takes so much. You can sit there and talk saying you double sick. She gave my kids COVID. You just saying that you gave somebody's kid COVID, and that's why he's sick. That would piss me off. Mm-hmm. And I don't even get mad at stuff what people say about me, but when you gonna blame that I did something to your child, that's low down, dirty stuff. I don't care what nobody say. Just low down. And then he went and told her that
COVID, not even.
I don't want to give COVID to a child. I don't want to give COVID to anybody.
Absolutely, but nobody does that intentionally.
And she did not make that child sick.
Nobody does that intentionally, but Martel told it intentionally.
And she used the code double sick for people to buy her clothes. Y'all act like
yes, she did. She did.
When you go to the doctor, they say, "Have you been around somebody with COVID?" You say yes. They don't say what's their name. They don't even ask you their name. They don't. Mm-hmm, I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know why people are acting like this is nothing. Because it is something. I don't know why they're trying to make it seem like it's nothing when it is. It's not right. So what else we got? So what do y'all think about this Stormy situation with her mama?
Oh, child. Well, I mean, I clearly see.
Huh? Can you hear me? Joy be getting stuck, so I get confused. So, okay. Oh, somebody said he put the battery in her bag just to let people in different cast members. He pits people against her.
And it's so obvious that he's doing that too.
I don't understand.
And then when the preview for the reunion, here we go again with him going at Melody. I just don't see what in the world she ever could have done to him that makes him so comfortable with talking bad about her in front of the cameras, as if they don't have kids together. I mean, it's just weird to me. He's slow. She's
been talking bad about him for 2 years.
What?
Yeah, her
she
mama
talked bad about him for 2 straight years
with no lies.
I'm
talking bad about him a lot on the T, especially at the reunion. You would think, like, after the last reunion, when he tried to make her talk about that fellatio, that he would not want to repeat that negative situation again. But we can see from the previews is he's still talking bad about the mother of 4 of his kids. I mean, he is more immature than Coleslaw, whatever the name is.
Coleslaw.
Yeah, so there's something wrong with Martel.
So Melanie could go in about him for every episode, but he can't ever respond. He just
every episode
take it and not say nothing.
Every episode. That hasn't happened in this season.
The first 2, possibly 3 years, yeah.
But he was putting his penis in somebody else's mouth, Joy.
I'm not arguing that, but that all.
So you gonna talk good about your husband if you do that? I'm just trying to figure out what y'all think.
She's saying anything she wants about him, and he's doing the same to her.
Well, that's you. But if she's trying to sever these business ties. It ain't like she just can walk away. Mel was severing business ties with this man, dissolving everything. That takes some time.
It does. I mean, he's just really childish and immature. He really is, and it's sad.
I don't know. I just don't understand how people think this is okay.
Right. Act like
that's just me. I'm just happy that I don't have these type of people around me. Because I would.
It's okay.
Huh? Yes, she needs some rest.
She had a right to.
What is okay?
That I'm just the whole double sick issue. Him saying that he said her name, blaming the COVID on the baby. Like, y'all feel like it's just COVID. It's not. It's more to it.
Well, no, my whole thing. She. That girl is extremely immature, and nobody arguing that. That's just. I don't even know who even could defend that. My issue is I don't like the I got to see this tweet. I don't remember all of that. I don't remember all of that. I remember her saying something about.
No, it was on a live. It's not a tweet. It was on a live where she said it. And if you know she immature, the person who been sleeping with and had a baby by her really knows she immature, so he shouldn't go telling her nothing.
But he's also immature, so that's why he does that. He's thinking one day she's gonna grow up and not go do something childish, and he sees that's not happening. But he don't know how to act like an adult either. So, and that's really unfortunate.
So, do y'all agree with this? What I saw that night, which was it last night or whenever it came on, is everybody talking about Mel and worrying about Mel, but she hasn't said a thing about them. Do y'all think that was the Mel show at the last thing where they just kept talking about her, or no? I feel like it was Mel and Sheree. That's all everybody talked about.
Yeah, I mean, they did talk a lot about Mel and Sheree. And Mel's over there doing whatever she's doing, not thinking about it. And I think it was really good for her to say she ain't worried about Sheree. She's a beautiful girl. It is what it is.
I understand letting the hurt go, but when you're dealing with somebody that's constantly hurting you, it's hard. Now, if somebody stops hurting you and stops putting you in mess, then you can let it go. But if you continue to live in it, it's hard to just say, I'm not going to be in it anymore. He needs to let the hurt go by not telling Ariane their business. He has a part in this too.
Right.
And it's like people don't see that.
Right. It is easy for us to say we're 4 seasons in, encourage her to get over it. It's hard to get over it when you're wanting me to change, Martel, but you're not changing. If you keep bringing up that same crazy mess, I'm going to respond to it. No matter how many seasons we've been doing this, he has to grow up. It's not just Melody.
I think she needs to not film with him like she used to. It was I know it sucks because other people don't carry the show at all. They bored.
But it got his point across, didn't it? I thought that was really good of her to do that.
I think that's the only way that maybe it can go on. But then I don't want to see them talk about her the whole time. And I don't know if I like everybody on this cast because I think what Destiny did by playing that thing to Martel and smirking about it. To me, I didn't like that because I feel
what did she play? I keep hearing that, but
it wasn't even anything bad. I don't even understand why she played it. She played the thing with the interview where Mel said, "I don't care about him being with Sheree.
I've seen him with other people before. Remember, he had a whole baby." That's what Destiny played. She walked right on the scene in front of that camera and was happy to put something on blast about Melody. It's just that I like Destiny. But when she gets to doing stuff like that, it makes me think, you're making yourself look bad. Why are you sitting here feeling like Melody is the only way you're going to get a word in on the show? That's what it feels like to me when Destiny gets to bringing up stuff like that. She has nothing else to talk about. And I love on 10. But I'm getting a little. We need to come on down a few notches.
She was excited about it, and I think another thing with Destiny, I feel like if she would tell something of her own self, it may be okay.
What
but
is
for
it
her, Joy, your phone is doing something. Joy, did you repeat it?
I said, is it on a clip or something?
No. So when they went to Martel picked that venue, he met
Destiny with Chris
and Chris. And as soon as Destiny walked on the scene, she said, "Did you hear this interview about what Mel saying in these interviews?" And it was just the thing on TMZ with Mel saying, "I don't care about Sheree and Martel. I've seen him with other women. This isn't the first time." That kind of thing. And I'm thinking, Destiny, if you think that they're trying to co-parent, because I don't know if Destiny knows they're even arguing at this moment. She just know they went on vacation together trying to get along. She's coming to stir up some mess.
It's true.
I don't know that.
And it's almost as if a producer might have put a battery in her back to go say something, because it reminded me of the same thing when Melody had her video released, not the first one, but the second video release. And then out of nowhere, Destiny started talking to her about her village. She took her to the side. Let's talk about the village, or something crazy like that. It's as if producers are putting stuff in her back to go and say just to keep her talking, but it's making her look stupid.
Oh, you know what? You're probably right, because that scene did seem kind of odd.
It was just out of nowhere.
I ain't even think
just weird.
And I got you. I just wish. I know she can't talk about some stuff, but if she even talked about herself just a little bit, I might understand it.
She had a little St. Louis man on. What's his name?
He's nice looking too.
Yeah,
her
he wasn't
boyfriend.
bad.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe
he's nice looking.
Joy, you need to give us a scoop. Did you go to high school with him or anything?
What?
Did you go to high school?
Girl, look, wait a minute. Yeah, I did, but I'm assuming he's a little younger than me, maybe.
So do you think you don't know him?
Whatever his name was, I went on Facebook and Instagram, was looking for somebody with that nickname, because you can go up there, because sometimes people write to see if it popped up anywhere. I couldn't find it. I can't even remember his name, but he called himself something St. Louis.
Yeah.
Moses, yeah.
No, but but she had a J on her neck. Is his name really Moses?
Jose.
Okay, let me find out.
I mean, but he was kind of cute. I mean, but what about Chris Fletcher? So it sounds like he was in Atlanta with his wife and Melody. I mean, and Marcel just kind of casually turned the whole thing around as if he was there with Chris Fletcher. Like there was no wife around, no nothing. And so he went and got Chris Fletcher in trouble. Are we going to see him bring that up to Marcel?
Carlos King said something about Mark made me think that he was thinking he was trying to be clever. Carlos King said that Marceau plays into his character. He plays into. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it made me think he was purposely being elusive because for him, that would be consistent with who he was. He really did. Now,
but he got mad at Chris about
later because if he remembered, this is why T
was crying. I think he breaking up. So I think it's crying. Yeah. I knew that's what she's going to say.
Chris
that's why Tisha
was
crying.
Who?
Tisha. But he shouldn't do that to his wife. Okay, I agree with this. He shouldn't do that to her.
Yeah, he
playing the game with her. She don't want to play. And I don't understand that. Like, if your wife don't want to play, or if you're going to play it, don't play it every scene. Ain't no way my man going to be in the bed and I'm sitting in the chair and you talking about another woman the whole time you're in the bed. Him talking about Mel and all that in the bed. No, you're not going to, but Tish like it.
So how much time did Kiki spend on the season?
Oh, I don't know. Not
just
much.
A couple minutes, right?
But she going to be at the reunion.
But she going to be at the reunion dropping bombs.
It was at the front on the.
I know, but ain't no way my man gonna be in the bed. We gonna be in the living room, okay? We not gonna be on the bed talking about Melody, all right? And we not gonna be in the room with all the stuff on the bed,
right?
Which I have a bag of chips and some food on my bed, so y'all can't see mine right now. But no.
Oh God, I just want him to stop treating his wife so bad. I mean, I know it's not bad, but sometimes he just talks to her crazy. And then I just is like, Tish.
You don't hear him well.
Somebody put Tish looks at him when he talked to her like, what did they say? Like he telling her story time. And she does like he'll be talking
like a child.
Story time.
He just look at him like, really?
Look like this. Wait a minute, like this.
Really? And I don't understand.
I used to think she was looking at him like. I used to think she was looking at him like. Are you tripping? Like,
right? I wish you would.
Now I think she really like.
She really like. Huh?
Right.
But he does.
And then his comment about Mel is mad to see him no longer downgrading. He's upgrading, and Mel can't handle it. Boy, stop.
But people said that was about coleslaw, right? Not about Mel.
I don't think it was compared to Melanie. I think it was as compared to coleslaw.
Yeah. I think so too.
Well, but he was saying that coleslaw was a downgrade, but Sheree is an upgrade, and Melody's having a hard time with it, is what it sounded like to me. No?
I mean, I think yeah. Well,
but did she upgrade to Mel?
She's not having a hard time with her. I mean, she definitely doesn't show it. So what are he talking about?
If Sheree was Sheree was just in an alley in Philadelphia in a fake chinchilla crying over a man who lives in home. What do you call that?
Halfway home.
Thank you. A halfway house.
The halfway home thing.
Wait a minute. Who had to get permission
to
come see me? That would be enough.
A cast member
Your man
without being paid
somebody
on Love After Lockup. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So do y'all think is Sheree an upgrade for Melody? And you know what? It's uncomfortable for me to really talk about it when you get to comparing women like that. Mm-hmm. Both of them are okay, but I don't necessarily see it as an upgrade to be. Well, I'm just gonna shut up, I guess. But what do y'all think about that? Though? I just like hearing them have that conversation.
Look, Sheree has kind of made herself look bad in regards to men.
They equal. That's what we saying. They ain't no upgrade.
Leanne, right?
You might be right.
They both.
And Leanne just making sure we understand there really is no issue here.
Maybe even when I think about it, if we take away that aspect of it, I would say yes, only because Sheree really is a legend. That
Sheree can't even stay on the show. She gets kicked off the show.
But she's a part of the original cast. She's still
that make you better?
No, I'm just saying she is like for real.
Regardless of what you like her up to. Tyrone was cute to me.
When people think about your first season, the first few seasons of Housewives, you really do think
nobody
about
in Atlanta wants her dating in jail.
Nobody even thinks about the other girls. People forget that Lisa Wu was on there and Deshaun was on there. I ain't saying that you didn't, but people forget. Like it's certain people. Sheree to me is an interesting.
Producing movies. She probably got more money than Sheree. She directing and producing and writing movies.
I'm not arguing. This ain't about money. I mean, I like Lisa Wu. I have a problem with her. I'm just saying Sheree stands out more. That's all that I'm saying. She was boring to me. I don't even understand why she on the show.
She stands out more because of She by Sheree. So many years of conversations with no fashions. But I like Sheree.
I ain't gonna even argue that.
Y'all know. I mean, I like Sheree. I'm not saying she's a bad person. She don't pay her bills.
Yeah, so I never do anything. I just don't think it's a good comparison to say that one's up and upgrade. In this case,
I mean, to me, y'all are. I'm shocked y'all didn't say the most obvious thing.
What?
Sheree is 52.
Oh, I have no problem with that.
That's fine.
I mean, she's
still went at 52.
And Martel is 41.
That's fine.
That is not. I would have never even thought that as an issue.
On
the only thing that looks 52 years old on Sheree is her hands. She's still young and foxy though. You know what I mean?
Oh yes. So she don't look.
Sometimes
Sheree looks phenomenal. I'm not saying that.
Taking a picture,
I'm just saying, as far as a mismatch, the most obvious to me is that he looked.
That's on Paradise.
I mean, he
looks like Big D. I forgot to invite him. He's talking. He wants to do New Jersey's trailer on Wednesday if y'all free. It's the same 100 people show that they.
I'm off too.
That on that period, I don't know what you're saying, K baby. Sheree don't pay her bill. I say they are equal. I think they're equal. I do too. One is not better than the other. It's not a come up.
Okay, I agree with that, Leanne.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and I think Marcel probably does too. But
I think the stage that Sheree on is much larger than Melanie's.
Well, Bravo is going to be larger, but Mel, for what platform she's on, has done better with her platform than Sheree has ever done. Smaller platform or not.
And that's sometimes irritating. It's definitely a fact, but it's like you see Melody come out with her clothing lines.
What's wrong with
Melody will put a T-shirt out there within 2 hours of making a comment. And yet Sheree has been, doing things at a different speed. So that's not always good. But I'm with you. Sheree is a legend. One is not better than the other.
They are not.
And then it's the longevity. I think.
Well, one is better at paying their bills, Callie. One is better at paying their bills. And if Mel asks me to make her shirt, and if Sheree asks me to make her shirt, I'm not making the shirt for Sheree. Okay.
You making it for Sheen?
I'm not making it for Sheen.
She is.
Yeah.
Mel might have more money, Sheree. That's true.
That was so
I
funny.
agree with that. Yes. See, we're agreeing today.
That was just hilarious.
Yeah, I think
so
we are.
We are bad, but I do like both of them, and I do hope Sheree don't stutter the whole time on Atlanta this year. That's one thing her and Martel know how to do. It's
stutter. It ain't right.
Their house is rented. Sheree actually owns her house.
Well, most people own their house after 30 years of paying on it. Joy, most people own their house after 30 years of paying on it. I mean, come on.
Well, Mel can't own a house bankruptcy, so that's why she doesn't own a house. She has owned a house before. Maybe one
should be coming out of her bankruptcy.
Yeah,
it should be coming out, if not already. But she rents. I mean,
she has to rent right now.
Nothing. She does have
her mama name. It ain't even in her name, Joy.
She by Thelma. Look, she by Thelma.
Simply.
She by
Thelma.
Not Thelma owns Sheree's house. You better leave Sheree alone.
Why do we don't even have stuff like that?
We don't.
That's what I'm saying.
She by Mama Sheree.
That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. That's clever. That's wit. She by Thelma was hilarious, and nobody's feelings is hurt. Yeah,
Sheree's feelings were hurt.
But
nonetheless,
so what?
I wonder how long Sheree and Martel are gonna. Where's this going?
I heard he was back with coleslaw. That she was like, what you call it, Snapchatting like his face and his fingers and them
his finger.
And
yeah, they are both back in preschool.
Look, I just want to tell them.
What the hell? Mel has made to that house.
He's just gonna kill that man.
Simply, I thought the same thing. Simply because Melody has paid people to come over there and do some serious work. So maybe it is a lease to own type thing. Who knows?
It's possible. They used to Huntsville used to have a whole bunch of them. Now I can't
find
really
one.
Yeah, I can't find them now.
Yeah. So what else happened? What's up with
But usually those are new houses.
Joy can't hear you. Her internet ain't working, Callie. So she just
what's up with Stormy?
I actually can hear you.
Mama.
Oh, I want to talk about Stormy Mama.
Cause she clowning. What's going on?
What y'all think about this situation?
Yeah. Tell everybody what's up.
Okay, so Mel was live tweeting. And she live tweeted something about, I wonder who had that recording. Well, Stormy's mother thought that Mel was subliminally saying that Stormy recorded the conversation. And her mom took to social media and just acted crazy. And I don't understand.
What's she saying on social media?
I sent y'all all those texts that
the mom had, first of all, they didn't Google that mama in groups from 2020. Saying that the mom never did like Mel. So they started pulling up like posts that she had. Found her name in those groups and found her old posts. I mean, they went back to 2020. And it was always something negative about Mel.
And Martel too, they weren't a power couple. Everybody kisses her. But, so I was wondering if that's the case, why did Stormy come on as Mel's friend and not Tish's friend if her mama didn't like Mel?
So her mama's for the Scots?
Yes.
Stormy is for the dollar, okay? And if you think about it, Melody and her fan base, her product launches, how quick she can be, her master's class. Melody has a big following because she's making money herself, but also helping other people make money. People love her. Think about the Scots. So mama might not like Melody and them, but Stormy likes money. Therefore, she likes Melody. Okay, whether she really likes her or not.
I will tell you the reason. Before I forget,
go ahead.
The reason I think that the mother was fighting was because she started off defending herself. Because in recent posts and stuff, people have really started with Stormy saying Stormy don't like Mel stuff on Instagram. I'll be like, they scour.
And what was her reply today? She said. Stormy said what, Joy?
She said, like,
Mel ain't
it was
like
something like, I might
Yeah,
not
Mel
say
doesn't like, which makes sense to me.
Like, I exchange energy.
Yeah, and that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that answer. Why are people mad at that?
Yeah. So it was something like that. And there was another post of, there's been a lot of posts of Stormy at events at Black.
That's
hanging out with like all of them.
Right. They did the Beyonce challenge, the Cuff It challenge.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of stuff together and just generally parties. So what's happening is the mellometers don't like that. And the mellometers now are going after Stormy.
But what does it have to do with
there
Mel?
was a post that called her a traitor. What kind of so-and-so friend are you? And I'm like, whoa, they're creating beef.
Get into that.
Mel
didn't tell them to do that.
I've seen her mom get into it with people.
She done got into it with Latoria. So her mom just likes to fucking argue.
The mama got into it with Latoria?
Yes.
Wait, I missed that.
The mama just likes to fucking argue. That's all it is. And I don't know. I just feel like the mom.
And then on the preview, Martel is again telling people she ain't gonna be your friend for long. Abort. That's what she said to Stormy. And Stormy said, well, we haven't had an issue yet. And then from there, I just started counting down 5, 4, 3, 2. Here comes the issue. How long is it going to take? Because if there is stuff out there throwing her mom saying that she obviously doesn't like Melody, something's going to happen. It has to. And we know that Stormy's shady anyway. She keeps her trunk full of Gucci's because she knows she's going to piss somebody out.
I'll take a Gucci. I got one already. But I think that Stormy tell her mother to stop, because Stormy said, I don't agree with my mother. I don't think she's right. I didn't feel this way, but I can't stop her because she's grown.
Yeah, I don't think she needs to tell her mom to stop. I mean,
she shouldn't. Okay. So
no, she couldn't. I mean, just think about her mom from what we do know. Her mom is not there for the BS, okay?
I can say, mother, I don't think that's a good idea. And we will talk about it, and she will not do it. Like, they don't have that kind of, do y'all not have that kind of relationship with y'all mamas? No? Oh, okay.
What?
My mama would may she rest in peace. My mama ain't listen to what I tell her.
Really?
She gonna do her own thing. Yes. But she also don't talk about my so-called
I
friends.
sure can't tell my mama what to do.
Yeah, it just
my mom will listen to me. Because she knows I'm a rational person.
My mother is me on steroids.
Oh, that's scary.
She is like, ooh, I'd be like, mamas, please.
And that's how Stormy.
That's all I can say. She is unfiltered. She says the craziest things imaginable to your face.
But what if they start, like, the people are going after her mom now? And I don't like that. But her mom put herself in a situation where she didn't even have to be in.
She'll go after them too, though. She ain't shy. Come on. I bet it's not. It doesn't faze her at all from what I've read.
I think she likes it. I think she thinks she's gonna be on the reunion next year.
I don't know if she likes it or not, but I know she's gonna do what she wants to do. Yeah,
but she said that Mel didn't have a table or a door or something. She said,
yes. Now that was so. What did she say? Mel don't have a table to sit at or something shady, and it could all be very strategic. It could all be just to kind of keep things going.
And she let Stormy lets her kids swim in her pool. I was like, oh, okay. Yes.
Oh.
My mama was telling all that tea.
But I mean, they can go to the Y and swim in a damn pool if they want to. I mean, like, or her brother's house. Like, it's not like swimming in a pool is the only thing that's like a blessing for her. Like,
she went to the pool where they have a pool.
I'm surprised not, because she always coming up here to Opryland to go to the pool. And I'm like, girl, you can get your own pool and it's cheaper.
We really don't need any more mamas on the show, do we, Marsha? Because the mamas is off the chain.
They're horrible. Except Miss Van. Miss Van don't do that kind of stuff.
And
Marlene
you remember when they were at the Destiny event, they was getting ready to fight in the parking lot or whatever, and Stormy's mom was in the back seat of that gold Jeep toy thing. She was telling the story. Stormy kept trying to say, stop.
She was right.
She was in the back seat getting. She was lit. Okay,
that's
what
like,
it
was from her. It was like me going.
Yes, she was telling
it. You're right. I remember that.
But do y'all think that Stormy and Mel are going to not be friends anymore? Or do you think they can go above this?
I would like to get to know Stormy. Stormy does. I said that. I kind of predicted that. Remember?
I think they will lightly shade each other going forward, but will still come together and make money. That's what I think.
I would love to see her have a full-time role.
Me too. Just get rid of. I'll get rid of Destiny. And I don't like to get rid of people, but she won't tell us about herself.
No, before we do that, we can start with the Whitlow.
But they at least tell you about themselves, even if they lie about it. They at least gonna tell you something.
The Whitlows, what was up with Tiffany? And she is shady. The way she was talking to Destiny.
She really doesn't know how to read a room. She really
does.
That's what
I said too, Joy. So one of my questions is,
she knows how to read. She just doesn't care about what it is.
Do you think that Tiffany is intentionally shady, or she just don't know how to read a room? That was my question.
Intentional. That lady is intentional. Oh yes, she is. She knows what she's doing. She knew what she was doing the minute she said, "What today? Are you Chicago today?" She knows what she's doing, and I love it. She's a hot mess, but
y'all remember the pictures they released of them naked? Y'all remember? You didn't really get to see their body. Tiffany and her husband. Remember they were nude. That you could tell they have like tops on.
Oh yeah, because she still had on that same pearl bubblegum necklace with the matching
paparazzi jewelry.
I don't think she had on any. She has like her back was like turned. All I kept saying is
right.
They're pregnant, so they're not coming back.
Because they're pregnant?
I don't know. But yeah, we don't want to hear about them.
Joy simply is eating. Watching.
Can you show us the picture? I want to see it.
It's been confirmed.
So funny. And I feel like if Destiny comes back, she's going to have to talk about this Moses guy. Because I feel like this. If Mel would have went and talked to LeBarrett and then played, or his mama, and then played a recording of what they said about Destiny, she would lose her mind. So I don't understand why she wants to do this all the time. She's got to do something else. Because and I'm going to say this, and I don't want nobody to write me and say I'm mean, but if she would have put this much effort into Madonna, it would have been like Canvas Beauty. As much as she put in the mail. She put
Canvas Beauty Warehouse is just a mile away from what we hear.
Yes.
Canvas Beauty would blow that place apart before she would let Destiny get ahead of her. Let's just be real clear. I mean...
You don't think Stormy would do it?
Girl, Stormy's... Okay.
Yeah, I hope she brings her guy around. But I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. So people... Oh, I got a new person. Hey.
I think she would probably be interesting even if she had the new guy on her and we got to see, because it is about love, falling in love. It would be nice.
Well, can she do she needs to do a background check on him before he gets on the camera, because we don't want no surprise.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And St. Louis men ain't no joke.
Are they not? I didn't hear about the St. Louis people.
I know, Joy. I wish LeBarrett
would come on the show. I don't know. I just think Destiny.
Speaking of his chicken, which is really good.
He didn't want to be. He didn't want to be. She said in the interview that they were supposed to join together. Yeah. So he ended up bowing out and she didn't, because he thought she wasn't going to be able to do it without him. Because I believe that was
and
some
she
of the
should not have done it without him. Mm-hmm. I don't want Mel to show a man on here. Do y'all? I don't want it. Mm-mm. I don't either.
I don't want it. I'd like to see.
I
would really like to see both of them in a stable relationship. It would be really nice.
Do y'all think it was good that Martel did not bring Sheree to the?
I do. I don't think she should have been on there.
I agree.
I don't want to see it.
Do y'all agree that Sheree is one of the best dressed people? What was that poll? The best dressed people over in reality TV. She was like number 10 or something.
Y'all know that's not true, right?
It's not that she looks bad in her stuff. You don't. She's a beautiful girl.
So you want to see people rely on.
But it didn't make sense. She's not fashionable.
Leanne, I just think if it's somebody she's dating that we of course don't know right now, I think if she really likes him, don't bring him on here.
Do not. I mean, unless relationships apart on these shows.
Yes, I mean there's some things at this point, knowing how bad Martel has been to her publicly. If there was somebody she dated that she really liked, I would avoid this TV like the plague.
I would too. And Marcel them gonna talk bad about it and say I wouldn't. I just wouldn't.
Especially if he's, able to handle his own business. He gonna be sitting in the bed
talking about Mel and her new man.
Yeah.
Y'all see my pajamas. I'm supposed to be Christmas. I wasn't supposed to show y'all all that. But anyway, go ahead, Tori.
Tori. Okay, I've got to see what else I have to talk about.
Well, y'all hear me?
Too. It's just kind of.
There you go.
Okay, I just came to say that
a mess.
I am tired of Destiny. She is exhausting. She needs to go. I'm tired of Marsu with his lap dog, Tisha.
Hi, Sandy.
She needs to go. I'm just tired of all of them because I don't understand why are they talking about Mel and Mel haven't said nothing about them. I see if she was
exactly
starting or doing something, but now this girl ain't doing nothing at all. And yet they still focus on her. So my question is, do y'all think they have nothing else or no storyline to talk about and they need Mel as a storyline?
Absolutely, they do.
No question about that.
Okay, because Melody always got something going on. Tisha is, for some reason, it feels like she is obsessed with Melody. It's weird. And then y'all see
her name again. When you about to say something about Tisha, you say Tisha. Go ahead.
Well, I can't wait to see the reunion. Wow! Oh my God! Where they about the naked woman that he has in her phone,
and then she gets up and walks out.
I have a question since you brought that up. It seems like they are okay with talking about Mel and Martel's relationship and their woes and their problems, but if anybody brings up theirs, they don't want to talk about it. They want to do double entendres. They want to put it off them. They want to walk away. Is that fair?
No, it's not fair. And it's so obvious for little Miss Tisha, child. I mean, Tisha, look, she wants to rip Mel apart whenever she can, but you get to mentioning a picture in the phone that might have been news. She got up and left that stage real quick.
Quick.
I got a question.
For a second, I thought, who is that? Daniel Richards. I was confused.
Well, you know what?
Look at that big
Joy.
That's Deborah.
That is the cartoon character.
That's a sexual assault. Okay.
My question is, I seen the preview that's coming on for the reunion. So what is it, do y'all think that Destiny knows as far as truth bombs to drop on Mel? Because I'm pretty sure if she end up doing that, Mel gonna retaliate and drop them truth bombs about their divorce and everything else that went on.
Well, yeah, what could she be? What could she have on Melody that would really be a bomb?
Well, Mel tweeted. I don't know how true it is. She tweeted there ain't no secrets about her that she knows. And if she does, let her tell it all. Because I'm like this, and I feel like that's anybody. If don't hold nothing over my head, tell me. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth or not.
Well, you know, Destiny is a non-stop inveterate liar. So that's I mean, she that's her persona, you know. She spins these web of lives and continues because she's not no substance.
She thinks it's the devil in sheep clothing instead of the wolf.
I texted y'all. I don't know if Joy read it. I said, is it the devil? I always thought it was the wolf. You know,
when Tisha said she the devil in sheep's clothing, I'm like, is it the devil?
She said the devil is sheep's clothing.
Yeah, I'm like,
but it's still the same thing. It's
she
the
rehearsed
wolf.
that all last
But I get what she's talking about. That's words.
Maybe the devil in disguise, or the devil acting like an angel.
And she probably practiced it.
Look, you know she did. She practiced that. What she wasn't expecting, though, is after she got done with all that, that here comes Kiki to bust her bubble. Okay, yeah. So that's what she should have been practicing. How not to
what y'all think Kiki dropped? What bomb?
But do y'all think she's saying that Mel
Kiki's
is the
just
devil
gonna come out and he's gonna tell us who his other woman is?
That you think she gonna talk about that
alleged I don't think
son?
Do y'all think that's gonna happen? I don't think
by the cousin that all the families try to make Kiki shut up about.
Would that be a trip?
What
the
y'all
family knows?
If the family knows, some tell me Uncle Bernard would have been and let that out
too, because everybody was like, no.
They were stopping that by any means necessary.
I have a question. Are they saying? Is she saying that Kiki is the devil in sheep's clothing, or is it Mel?
She was saying Mel.
Like Mel, okay.
Why is she so obsessed with Mel though?
Because she's empty herself.
I think it might be Kiki.
I don't know.
I mean, that's true. Who does family like that?
Who does family like? But who do they wife like that?
Thank you. There goes some family right there.
Like when he said to her, "Everything you do is wrong."
Yeah.
And you jealous?
I think
Mel's gonna start hitting him with a look, boy. The only reason you graduated college was because of me, because you still can't read or write. I think it's time for her to go ahead and lay the facts out, show us the test scores. I mean, because we all know.
Why your buddy wasn't prepared in his own city? He wasn't prepared in the other city, but now he in his own city.
He wasn't prepared. Unless he was prepped by Tisha, then it's explainable.
Wait a minute. He said, y'all want to know why I wanted to do this Wineses? It's because, and I was like, Wineses, Martel.
Alabama. Y'all need to be ashamed.
That is not, I went to school with people from Alabama. That is not Alabama.
Elitist.
We need to be ashamed of ourselves.
Elitist.
And before the season, how come they didn't tell us? Did he ever use the tutor and was it successful? Did he pass the test?
I don't think he used that tutor. Well,
it seemed like he was trying to throw light shade at Mel Nickel too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Like my Atlanta trip was good, but this is better because I got Kimberly.
Wait a minute, y'all saw on the preview how he said
what kind of license was it? Builder.
Building license, yeah. Wait a minute, and then he said, "Oh shoot, I forgot what I was saying."
Oh, when he said something about Alabama has nothing to do. He said something. Tish said something about. I think this man. I hold him to something. He said, "Is that why he went to Africa?"
Yes. Is that why he went to Africa?
Somebody said he was only in Africa for 3 days.
He was there for 36
nobody
days
goes
and 8
to
hours.
For 3 days.
We traced him down.
Nobody.
But it should be out
married a man in Africa, and she was there for over a month. That is no joke. When you go to Africa, you have to prepare to go to Africa and stay there for a minute.
So it was not no last minute rest and relaxation.
It was not no last minute. He did not go for 3 days. Unless Africa is do we have a city named Africa in the United States?
But I was shocked that Martel brought that up, seeing how he's been trying to get back in business.
It's actually called Little Africa.
That's where he went.
I literally watched the documentary on it. It's so
that's
good.
Where he went then. Like he went to Utah and they went to Utah, Alabama. They didn't go to Utah to stay. He went to Africa, Alabama. That's the only
It was Wanda. Do y'all think Marshall was gaslighting us as fans? Far as
probably
the situation with Chris Fletcher, he was mad because Chris was telling his truth, and Chris went back him up on the shit that he was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simply, hi, Simply. What'd you say, Simply?
Wanda is the one who said he went for 3 days, and people were in the comments like, it takes 20 plus hours to get there, so that's not true.
Look, Marcel.
I get all them malaria shots and all them preparation shots for 3 days.
That's how you knew it wasn't a last minute trip. He had that plan.
Yeah, you got to do a whole lot. You can't just go to the airport and wait on the next flight. Okay.
No, you can't do that. That's for sure. Okay.
I got some more notes. Hold on, y'all. I had a lot for this show.
But Chris Fletcher was clearing his name because he knew Martel was using him as the fall guy to set up his live.
He posted on Instagram,
and he was no part of it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And
then,
Jesus Christ.
What did y'all looked up Martel's the licensing. and it states only 3 Mel still have hers. I don't know if it's his, but there is a.
Is it a Martel?
There is a whole custom. It's not under Mel. Huh?
It's under Mel. Is it under him? I don't think Melody he got it. You know, he would have told you. You his
show is down here.
You would have.
He don't have it. But I know he don't have it. I'm not here.
Wait, Joy, what did you say?
He don't have
it. Joy trying to change it up to make it sound, but the fact is, he don't have it.
He don't have it.
Joy, read it. What does it say? Where is Martel's name on the past checklist?
Joy, I had my ear to the speaker like, Joy, I can't hear you.
She's grinning. What's that telling you?
But Joy is going to go defend her brother's honor. Y'all see her go try to
Joy just started laughing. She's like,
what do y'all think? Because I didn't like this.
Why you ain't ask Marlene to take the
or something?
To do what?
Ask Marlene to take the test and stuff for him. Or Melnica before she left or something. Hey.
It is. Look, it is somebody there named Dennis Holt in Huntsville that got it, though.
It ain't him.
His middle name is Dennis Joy. Don't be trying to make us think. He didn't use the fourth name. In the world.
It ain't him.
Somebody
get on the show. That's the link to get on. Sometimes you have to prepare your thing though, but that's how you get on when I share that StreamYard code. Oh Lord, that's fun. What did y'all think when he was laying in the bed talking about Melody, which I didn't like, and he said they was in confessionals that Black and Inest were now competition because Black was top tier and Inest was something you just drank on a Wednesday.
Both of them are white label bottles, so they're equal.
They are so equal that it ain't even right.
Who said that?
Marcel
said that.
Marcel.
Girl.
Martel ain't gonna learn until the end that these are not his friends.
Ain't none of them his friends.
They're not his friends. Yeah, he said they are both white label. Chocolate in the bottle is a white label, and so is Martel's wine.
This is the girl that they said Michael Jackson. Is that what I understand?
That's her. That's Sesame Street.
That is the
man.
It ain't a Cookie Monster, but
hey, pretty girl. I'm nervous.
Boy, I mean, it ain't the Cookie Monster, but come on now.
Come on, girl. Tell us what you got to say. She gonna be on Joy's side, brother.
I'm not a fan of Melody. I know everybody's
tell her unmute herself.
Pro Melody, but I can't stand that lady. I really just can't.
Wait a minute, Joy can't stand her either.
Oh, well, me and you, Joy, we here.
Well, who do you like?
I'm a fan of Kimmy.
Okay,
the messiest one. The messiest one.
Nah, who think Kimmy messy?
Kimmy messy and she fake as hell. Stop. Come on. Don't look. Prayers to Kimmy for the cancer diagnosis, but Kimmy's messy as hell.
Why?
I mean, look, I got to agree with her a little bit, y'all. I know Kimmy has her messy moments now. Come on.
Why don't you like Mel? Let us know.
I call her goalpost moving Kimmy because that's all she's done.
Oh,
no.
What she say? I can't hear her.
Because I've been watching since season 1, and I was very much in the middle of a lot of the stuff that happened in these social media groups, and she just did not come off as a good person to me. Like
Melody
hit the fan off as a great no chance of groups, and y'all know the groups I'm talking about. It's two And the 2 people that was running the groups when they separate ways, and they spilled all that tea about how Mel was sending them everybody personal information, who, all that stuff. She was a part of all that in the first, but it got deleted because one of the groups got deleted. That's the only.
I was just talking about that no chaser one.
Yeah. Okay. It's a so straight no chaser, and then it's our original straight no chaser.
I know. I'm in both of those.
Whole group.
Okay.
One group, but they got into an argument. And one of them is actually really close with Melody. She texted her behind the scenes and all that.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
You talking about Day?
Giving them information about who's cheating, people addresses, all that stuff. So she's very behind the scenes sneaky, and they just come out on the show with the tea. So and she sit here and put this facade on like she don't know what's going on. But
is it sneaky or is it her being smart?
They feel about her, in my opinion.
I mean, if one of the husbands was helping your husband cheat, sweetheart, it's fair game.
Thank you.
Well, say that instead of acting fake petty and smiling and I don't have no problem with
well, are they being real? They're not being real either.
Behind the scenes, you up here giving people their address to their house.
I mean, Joy, did you find the house because of Mel's post, or did you know where it was because it's the little house on the Perry? Like, come on.
I found their house.
I don't find
they actually advertised it
on the show,
but it's been in a reality show. I looked for it.
So Mel was sending out. See, I didn't start watching it until Kenya Moore told me to watch it, and it was like season. They was pregnant.
No, I watched from first episode.
I've been watching since first season.
See, now they were real messy. When I say all the cast was in the group season 1, all the
yeah.
It was so good, like, and they asked straight questions.
I've never recovered from that. I don't see.
So Leanne, you're saying there were 2 straight no chaser groups. Melody was close involved with one of them, and that had something to do with it getting closed down.
There used to be just one, and everybody got along. Now there's 2.
It was huge.
But there used to be one, and then they got into this big fight and started exposing everything.
Wasn't it about the recordings? Wasn't it about the recordings?
They posted text screenshots and everything. Like,
they
really did.
And I think Tisha got it.
Wasn't it about the recordings? Didn't it start?
What recording?
They had recorded. They had one of them had interviewed Coleslaw.
Yeah.
And they had recorded her and had put her in a group. And her lawyer sent cease and desist letters out. I know the argument was I can't remember all the details, but it was surrounded around that. And they end up splitting. And they're both around. The groups are both around.
Yeah, because I remember in one of the groups, I think Tisha got exposed because she's the one that sent the picture of Coleslaw's Mercedes Benz to blocks. Yeah. So they were doing it to each other.
It was.
She sent it to Joy too.
I think she gave it to me.
Yeah,
that's so sad.
Yeah,
and they sent me 2 pictures. It was she was in front of the BMW with her baby. And the next picture was her standing in the garage.
And I think Mel said the reason why she knew is because it was the picture she sent to Tisha that was sent to the blog.
Yeah, she knew it. She was like, that girl had a ton of pictures. Now, I do remember that. She said
so, Leanne, you don't think that was retaliation for Tisha doing that? Is that tit for tat or no?
And it did. I
can't hear her for some reason.
Those pictures. You can't hear me?
I can't hear Leanne for some reason. Can y'all?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've heard her fine.
Okay.
Oh, no, I was saying, I thought she did that after Melody, everything came out and pretty much they found out Melody was the one sending text messages to all the people in these groups.
I don't really remember.
The pictures dropped the episode after the first. You remember they had season part 1, part 2 on that very first episode when Tisha had threat. She was talking to Kim and she said, "I could send a picture if I want to." That picture dropped that day.
See. That's why I don't like Kimmy. And I said it before. The only reason why Kimmy admitted to talking behind Mel's back is because it was on camera. You sat in that office with Tisha conspiring that, we can drop the picture. Yeah, we can. Kimmy messy.
It dropped that day. It's dropped now. Somebody posted it on Instagram first. I think it was there first. I was on Facebook.
I saw it on Facebook first.
That's awful. So you don't like her because you feel like she was behind the scenes creating conflict.
And I still think she does. And she's just better at putting a face on. All these people are not making up lies on this woman. All the women are jealous and hating. That's the only reason they have a problem with Melody, because they're jealous and hating. That makes sense to y'all?
Well, that's happened to me before.
A whole set of people.
There ain't nobody hating on you.
Girl, about these on the streets, okay?
I mean, we all have haters. We all have people.
I have my haters, but I just want y'all to know.
9 out of 10 people are saying the same thing. It can't all be lying.
Are they saying the same thing, or are they saying what Martel tells them to say? I mean, she's getting ready to use.
Are y'all saying that Martel put a battery in it?
Look, Martel has already proved he is not articulate. You ain't gonna convince me that he is now a mastermind.
Martel, you see it?
Ain't that the truth?
He should have used his line.
Well, he
Joy,
demonstrated
about
a
Mel got
lack
a dark
thereof.
soul.
Okay, had to go through the scene twice and still didn't really come off polished. Wow.
I'm just being honest. I don't see him putting batteries in people's back and making them do all this stuff.
So let me say, okay, listen to this comment, y'all, and tell me if y'all know this, because I don't know. Mel doesn't own Straight No Chasers, but Tisha owns. I think I'm in
Tish owns the DMV group.
Does she? I think I'm in there.
Is that the one that they say back now?
DMV group. How you gonna say she owns DMV group?
They in the fucking. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss on y'all stuff.
Because I'm fine.
Oh, y'all okay?
Is it both of them? Do you
they on the Straight No Chaser group actively brags about how she texts Melody all the time, and she has phone conversations with her. Melody is definitely in that group.
Yeah, but she
be in the group.
None of them own it, but they're just it's like the group basically that they go in and they make all their posts and they'll
I think I'm on there.
Yeah, Mel B's in Day's group, and then I think Tisha and them be in the DMV group. Basically, the DMV group is the one that hate Mel, and then Day's group is the one that loves Mel.
Okay.
Actually two DMVs.
You're not talking about the wrong one. That one right there.
In at least one.
This
girl, they obsessed with Mel. I had to leave
all of them lean a certain way. Like none of them just like straight neutral. That was crazy.
Y'all called me Mel one time.
I just can't remember. I've been so many. I can't remember.
That wrong group, they're obsessed with Mel. Like they know her. They know when she pee. Like I don't like it.
Well, dang.
They do.
I don't know that.
They know everything.
Yeah,
I like Mel though. So you like Kimmy? Anybody else, Leanne?
I'm still stuck with Kimmy.
Honest, like she acts slow.
Yeah.
I think we all got
Martel.
Martel and Tisha, they both seem slow.
Gets on my nerves. Like she dances and she just.
They rode the same yellow short bus.
I mean, Destiny trying to keep her little chick.
So somebody,
so she could be like
Angela says that a few of the members from the DMV
Wayne Brady party
at Wanda's birthday party. Really?
Angela's not lying. Angela's not lying.
Are you serious?
Yep. Like Wanda does all that talking about bloggers being pro Mel, but Wanda, the Scotts have a lot of pro bloggers too.
Well, yeah, actually, Joy has a friend or that owns one.
I ain't in there. I knew you were just going to say that. Yeah,
Joy
and she met her online. They really friendly. Yeah,
what you mean?
Oh, really? Wanda.
Like
so she like Wanda, Leanne?
Yeah,
look at Leanne.
She invited her from the internet to come to an event, and they liked them.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
and they always need filler people in certain events, so they even had them on the show.
Yep,
y'all know that.
I remember they were on the show because one lady was like, "Who is this fine man?" And she said, "That's my husband." One lady in the group was trying to take that lady husband.
He's nice looking though. He is nice.
He is.
Nice.
Well, I like Mel. I like everybody. I think
they say they real friendly. I believe it too. I'm telling y'all, it's something about Wanda. I bet you if we met her outside the show, you would like her.
Not me, huh?
I
don't.
I'm telling you, Wanda is the type of person that would bring you in and really treat you nice and treat you like family.
Until you cross her, then she gonna try to sneak you from behind.
And then she gonna talk about your kids.
She's gonna be fighting, gonna talk about
and
my
God forbid
child's
if they
hair.
have short hair, she really going in.
But my child don't have short hair, but you know she might try to.
No, I didn't say she wasn't gonna gossip about you. I just said she gonna feed you and love on you. She wasn't gonna talk about you.
Joy, she gonna butcher your name. You're not gonna be Joy no more.
I don't know. Just to listen to Wanda the way she butchers the English language, I would have a problem with that.
That's not really her fault.
Just to listen to her.
Okay, let me see.
I ain't had this conversation. I had because that's classes. And that's classes.
Wait a minute, but why are they going to bring up the credit collection rumors? Why are they bringing that on the show about something that happened years ago?
So was that in the group
already
too?
served time for
Yes.
time?
Y'all didn't know that? That they had this secret apartment, and allegedly
I heard about it.
There was a rape associated with it,
and he served time.
Yeah, it's a rape associated with it.
Is that Sedera?
That's what are we talking about?
The credit
there was in the reunion. Carlos is talking about their you all have an apartment or secret sex parties. It was supposedly. Yeah, it wasn't. The rumor was they had this apartment. That's why Tisha asked, "Have you ever been over an apartment?" Remember?
Yep.
Asked about that last.
You know where the story originated,
and he actually said,
"Joy be getting stuck."
The story originated.
No, I was.
I remember.
Go ahead, simply.
Yes,
the story originated on the other person who owns the other Straight No Chaser, Nay. She put the video out about that situation.
No.
Yes. That's on the YouTube. If you go to original Straight No Chaser, that's Nay, not Day. It's Nay, the other one that separated.
You're
when they
right.
had the one page.
Correct. That's what they both had real names.
Yeah.
And they were friends. Yeah, that's correct.
Oh my. Okay,
and
but
those two groups broke up.
Mm-hmm.
But aren't these rumors from something that happened years ago?
No, they say this is how they get down. This is where they go.
Even today?
I'm assuming so. Because I think she
in other words, like season 1, this was still going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought after the guy
they probably
got put in
closed
jail
because of it.
Huh? I gotta put this up, okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that once that guy got put in jail, that it kind of stopped.
These are all rumors.
Yeah,
we don't know nothing. We just discussing. Let's be crystal clear. We are discussing what has been discussed in group.
Yep.
We don't know none of these people. We don't.
I'm not even sure they exist.
Allegedly.
I know nobody.
Right. Right. I forgot.
Don't Tasha K them.
We can't be Tasha K. Okay.
This is not true.
Yeah, Tasha K. I like my little coin.
Telling you what they're discussing in the groups.
But you know, then Maurice came back and said, "Y'all gonna make me get a lawyer." I think it would really crush Kimmy if something came out showing that Maurice was in any way involved in those rumors. And there's some legitimate stuff.
Right?
And where there's smoke, there's fire.
I think whatever transpired at that first Atlanta trip has already started crushing Kimmy because I think she knows that Maurice has been up to no good.
But so you believe that since they've been together?
Yeah, I believe that.
Wow.
And I think she tried to move the goalposts with Mel, and Mel was like, wait a minute, y'all owned a house together when he went to the Atlanta trip, and supposedly he was there with another woman like everybody else.
Oh God. Oh, was that? Yeah, that's when they were with the linebacker.
They weren't married, but
she doesn't care. They weren't married. I don't see why we should care. Now, if you do something while they're married, there's a whole nother ball.
So if you live with somebody and they did that, you wouldn't care?
I mean, I would care, but is it enough to think now get a divorce when he did that when we were? That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you going to do about it?
But I just don't understand why they're bringing it up. Why did they bring it up on the reunion? It wasn't even on the show.
Yeah,
right. It's so weird when they do that crap.
I think she brought it up because if you remember season one, season one when Kimmy and Maurice was in that confessional, and Kimmy said, "Well, that's the deal breaker for us. You know, we both agreed no cheating." And Maurice said, "Well, Mel forgave Martel," and Kimmy looked at him kind of nasty, like, "Well, I ain't Mel." And I think Mel remembered that, like, oh, so maybe you are like me. You just won't admit that.
That's
you're
very
like
premeditated. It's the whole years later. That's very premeditated and nasty to me.
Well, I look sometimes
like the season one about that one comment Kimmy made that one time.
Well, Kimmy's made
good.
Well, I will honestly say, sitting in Mel's face, telling her that Martel is a good guy is tacky as hell. Don't tell me he's a good guy after he done cheated and had a baby on me. Tell that to somebody else who cares.
Right. That's.
Do you? Okay. I don't know.
Everybody to be on a bash Martel spirit. Everybody's not going to do that. They are friends with both of them. She need to understand that. Both.
I don't think her issue is them being friends. Don't talk about me with him.
Right.
I think that's the whole point. Don't talk about me with him.
They don't have nothing to talk about.
Well, that says a lot.
Yeah. What are you saying, Leanne?
I said the whole reason for the conversation and Martel getting brought up was because she was just trying to invite them both somewhere, but she knew they weren't comfortable being around each other, so she was trying to decipher who was coming and who wasn't.
She had no intentions of inviting Martel anyway because of the whole picture and Arion's interview and her bringing trash to her doorstep. That was just a cover of, oh, I got to choose. No. You had no intentions of inviting him anyway. You didn't want him there because, like in her own words, she said, Mel don't got me in mess. Martel does.
Martel put everybody in mess. So you don't think the COVID thing was a big deal? I saw that in the comments.
No.
Even though she said that
Kosal was wrong for then going on the internet and posting it, but him just informing her that he was exposed by Melody is not that big of a deal to me.
Even though you know she counted.
It wasn't poor judgment, maybe, but it ain't deep enough for her to be doing all that.
I just think being that she's revealed Mel's medical stuff in the past, it has become a big deal.
Yes.
You forget that when she was recorded by Tasha K the first time, she revealed that Mel had an abortion. That was none of her business.
And the fact that he told that he called her Mel's name. Why would he tell her that? Like,
that one was messy.
Because he's messy, Martel. That's why.
That part was messy of Martel. But the whole thing, like, oh, he's coming in my house, all that extra stuff. I feel like that was a scene that was supposed to happen, but the Sheree mess came out, and she's never going to admit this, but I feel like she feels some type of way about that. She probably will never say it because who would?
That was exactly what I said. They had planned. That's exactly what I said. They planned
to have that scene. But I'm pretty sure she felt some type of way.
So you think it was Sheree was why he couldn't?
When that scene happened, it just recently happened.
So it had nothing to do with Arion. You think it was Sheree? That might make more sense to me than
I don't.
I feel like it was less about Arion and more about Sheree, but Arion's the easy scapegoat because who likes Kosal?
Okay.
Nobody.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me because the Sheree, the Arion thing was not making sense to me.
Yeah, I feel like she's never gonna say that she's upset about Sheree.
I don't think either of them.
Why would she be though? Sheree's fake. Like they're not even together right now. You don't think? Do you think?
I mean, it's just the fact that
did you say Sheree is fake?
Nobody should even give him the time of day after what he clearly did.
No, the relationship is
people
fake.
Don't care. Some women just suck and just don't give a damn.
How are you activating people's anxiety? What are you doing over there?
You want to know something? I don't think either one of them was the real reason why she was truly upset. I think it had everything to do with that custody battle that was approaching.
I didn't think it hit yet.
They went to their first custody. I remember their first custody appearance was the first week of August. This was filmed in July.
But I think they have stopped filming. I think they stopped filming.
No. Well, by the time of the custody case, yeah, they stopped filming, but they filmed all the way up until the end of July because Martel's event was the very end. So I believe that's the real reason why she was upset.
I was just saying I thought that but I don't know how much of a notice. It seemed like she would have gotten a bigger notice than that.
I know. I heard, from what I heard, well, this is in New York. You can file a petition with the courts and you can be in front of a judge within 3 weeks.
Really?
Now, this is in New York. You can be in front of a judge within 3 to 4 weeks. Now, it's different with a divorce because it's about responding and all of that mess. But from what I heard about child custody cases, you can go before a judge quickly. It just depends on your state.
At the reunion, we're gonna get off here, y'all, where they say that, and I don't know if it's true, that Martel gets up because Mel is going to reveal something that he has done. So I've heard two things. One was that he was messing with Destiny. Okay, maybe I heard one thing, and the other thing I'm making up. I think I made up the second one. I think she's going to show where he's been texting her while he's been with Sheree, saying he wants her because he always denies it.
I don't even think she needs to do that.
I heard that it was because she reveals not
it wasn't a Destiny thing. That's what I heard.
I heard that
I
too.
did hear that, but I heard something else. I heard something else though.
Is it enough to make somebody get up and walk away?
I don't know. Do y'all believe?
Did you see the look on Martel's?
I heard that it was about her brother. That she revealed that Martel was homophobic. That's what I heard it was.
That's not gonna go good for her.
He's been saying that for years. That's commonplace.
Yeah, we've heard that.
I don't know if it's true, but that's actually what I originally heard.
I don't want his favor if he's homophobic.
Yeah, Martel.
Text messages.
Did you see the look on Martel's face when Destiny said to Melody, so was that the night that you broke into the phone? And then Martel looked like, ooh, huh?
That you hacked the phone, yeah.
Yeah, that you hacked
the phone. Did you see the look
he looks really shocked and like, why are you telling her that? Go ahead.
Did you see the look of glee on Marceau's face when they said there was a naked woman in his phone?
He
was like a Cheshire cat.
That lady actually, that's the lady that we're talking about. I bet you that we remember about 2 years in, there was this woman. They were actually filming when they went to Vegas. Y'all remember when they went to Vegas?
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a woman that she had been going backwards and forward with Marceau. And she had all of these screenshots.
Yes.
She scratched out the videos and pictures and stuff and her name. But she, of course, let us see Marceau's. But she does admit that when they never met up, but they did talk about meeting up. So I would be surprised because this woman sent him videos and pictures.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to see them because these was actually just screenshots.
But you think that's when she sent the naked picture?
But I don't know. I'm saying there was an incident about that. It just kind of went away because they never discussed it on the show. But I do wonder, was that her? Because that lady did.
Is that a reason for divorce?
I saw this in the group.
Yep, it was a video to it too.
What?
Yeah,
she didn't send video. These were screenshots.
No,
these were screenshots. So she didn't.
Okay, y'all. I don't know. I was going to ask something.
One of them actually had a screenshot of the woman.
But then the girl.
I remember that. That was because that was around the same time they were saying that he had a baby boy, and somebody was saying this child was his.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought he got a vasectomy. How can he have a baby boy?
He did. That's why it didn't make sense. Because the baby was like 9 months old or something. It was like, that man got that thing snipped 2 years ago.
Well, that's why I was looking at Tisha like she was crazy when she said, I want another baby. I was like, how? Her husband got a vasectomy.
Yeah, she did. She said, I want another baby.
I mean, that was a mess. I think I got up and walked away when she said that.
Y'all ain't right. Okay, is that it? Do we got anything else? They said Marcel did a live saying that he wasn't a multimillionaire and that he talked about the lawsuit and he should have put a lien on the building and he would have got paid. Did any of y'all watch this thing?
No, but who's suing him?
Z Gardens.
And it's for a construction project?
Apartment buildings that they were supposed to be building that got all messed up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good.
And they're suing for how much? Do you remember? Was it $5 million?
Well, Marceau and Tisha initiated the lawsuit, which is like $800 and something thousand. But Zen Garden, that's what the name of the company is, they countersued Scope for $5.5 million.
See.
What?
See.
Is it still ongoing or do we know?
Yes, it's still ongoing.
Yeah. Okay. But did anybody see the live? Because if so, can you send me a link?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
That's some Donald Trump stuff.
Yeah.
That's some Donald Trump stuff.
I'm
gonna sue you for 10 times the amount of money.
Or is it y'all think it's gonna happen?
I don't even think the property is completed. I don't even think the property is completed.
Scott's Manor, is it Neverland, or do y'all think it's gonna happen?
They have to pull off.
That's gonna be years in the future.
Like that. Off and
years in the future.
Start to build.
Yeah.
Right.
It has no sewer, no electricity, like nothing.
So I hope it gets finished eventually.
Is that a smart investment? Do y'all think, or maybe?
Workers, honestly, like.
Well, holding on to the land is always a good thing.
Help them do it.
You know, always
they
a good thing.
Help.
Yeah.
Well, our land ain't good land, Sandy.
Okay.
But if it's in Huntsville and it's a prime location, that's an investment. You know, so.
Is it a prime location though?
I'm
looking for when.
I don't know Huntsville, so I could not answer that.
We got anything else, y'all? I'm happy y'all came on. Y'all were fun tonight.
I can't think of anything else.
I can't hear nothing.
The only thing is I can't hear when the other people are talking. Like Leanne, I couldn't hear what she was saying. I could see her lips.
Oh,
moving.
really?
Yeah, or Simply Beautiful when they're talking.
You can't hear when they're talking.
No, I hear when y'all are talking, but I can't. Like for her, I could see her moving her lips, but I didn't know.
Leanne, can you hear Sandy? Simply,
Leanne,
can you hear Sandy?
Huh?
Can you hear Sandy?
I hear everybody.
Leanne, can you hear me talking now?
I don't think Leanne. I think she's having trouble now. All right, y'all. So this is the season finale. So are they taking a break for Christmas week? Because the finale will not be until New Year's Eve.
Right.
Yeah. You know they're already filming.
They've already filmed the reunion, right?
No, they're filming for the new season.
No.
Who?
Yes, they've already started filming.
Do you think this is a storyline there for Stormy?
Huh?
And her mama?
I don't know. I really don't know. The mama has crossed the line, so I don't know if this is the storyline.
She said they're already filming, Joy.
Yeah, Huntsville has already started filming.
So do we know who's everybody's back?
The Whitlows are not coming back from what I heard.
Okay.
Or were they even in the reunion preview? I don't even remember them.
I don't think they went. I didn't see
No, they
them.
were there.
They
I didn't see them.
They were there.
What they do?
They came in like last year for a split second and they were gone.
They did not scholar them people. Let them dress up.
You done burned her. You done gave her a bird.
Right. She been holding that one, ain't she?
Because y'all know that's a Scott. They know the Scott of them people. Oh, I think something's going on with StreamYard. Everybody getting kicked off.
Who was worse was they did when Beverly Hills didn't even bring out that one girl
she was down there just to show her in the chair. She was
there and everything.
Yeah, Tiki Barber's wife, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I ain't even like that's crazy.
Since y'all brought
that's worse.
What about Jersey?
Big D Energy wants to do the trailer
on
Wednesday. Are y'all free?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna do
we can do it early. And we can do it early because I'm off. And you'll be off too, right?
Yeah, I should be off, but I don't know if I may have something in the morning, but we can do like in the afternoon. It depends on my daughter. Cara has some kind of thing, so I'm going to go see about it. It's a little part that's acting up. But so we're gonna do that.
That was my fault.
I didn't know what had happened. I thought the thing kicked you off. So we're gonna do that on Wednesday.
I hit my phone. I hit it.
And then we're gonna just be having Potomac, I guess, until the Are we gonna do the end of the year like we did last time? That has the most views on our podcast. Yes. It has. Okay. We did a year in review and we went through every kind of highlight points of what we watched. Do y'all want to do that again?
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would.
But I have my notifications on now.
Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. So anything else we put our thing up? I think we covered everything. We didn't cover them talking about Kimmy. When Kimmy talked about her breast cancer, a lot of people felt like Destiny didn't seem sad, but I didn't feel that way. Do y'all?
But she was crying.
Okay.
I think she felt that way.
She don't want to share.
I think those were crocodile tears, just a few dabs at the end of her eyes, and that was it.
You were so
see a cascade of water coming down from her eyes.
I just cannot.
But you did see it from Carlos, okay? The obvious tears. You can tell when somebody's got crocodile tears versus the real emotion, okay?
I do have another shady. I have a
really. How do you distinguish between crocodile and real tears?
I can get me, listen, I'm a good actress, okay? I can get me a nice tissue and dab at the ends of the corners of my eyes.
You got to fold it perfectly.
That's right. That's crocodile. Now, when it's the real emotion, those tears are going to come rolling past any tissue or anything. The eyes, it's natural. Nature has a way of, you can see it. It's visible. Other than sniff, sniff, pat, pat on the end of the eyes. I'm telling you the truth. Look, go back and run it, see it again. She was
I perfected
on
the
the ends of her eyes and stuff like that.
You perfected what? Simply?
I perfected the one tear cry.
One tear cry.
One tear, one with Wendy. She got that one little tear, like from Amistad. Like Give Us Free just came down. And it was, I was like, y'all know you ain't had a love like I've had a love. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I have a shady question and we can go.
Somebody said, I thought this was funny. The marriage date for Robert and Juan is starting to look really She by Sheree.
No way.
I thought they was gonna say February 31st.
That is too funny.
Do y'all think that Martel is dyslexic? That's just a question.
I think yes, that would fit because he has trouble taking tests and so forth and so on. So yeah, I do believe so. But he's never going to acknowledge that. So
I just think he's dumb, and
I just think the reason why he got upset, I'm digressing a bit now, is because when she, he was planning to put the moves on her.
Yeah.
But she sidestepped that because she wouldn't let him in her house.
That's what I think.
And I don't blame her to let that bad energy in the house. No. You stay right out there, okay? I don't need you coming in my house, okay?
Right.
Bringing your bad energy. I'm trying to I've had peace for all these years, and I'm not going to let you upset the aura of my home. No, this is my sanctuary. So if I don't see you as an ally and an asset, you're not crossing my threshold to get into
my. And then I have another question. Martel, does he still? I follow him on Instagram. We do on Chatter Up. And he doesn't ever talk about his wine or his book. Are they non-existent anymore? I mean, do we know?
They make no money.
Oh.
Did you say Martel?
Yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't advertise it anymore.
Yeah, but he doesn't have Melnika anymore, right? Didn't she used to do all that for him?
Oh, you think Melnika did it? Okay.
Can I be honest?
Well,
about
when he
so wait a minute, Sandy. Simply talking. I know you can't hear. What'd you say?
I've seen this before. Boys who have issues reading, but they're good athletes and they're just pushed along. And they never get the proper teaching that they need. Like, I know somebody who is grown and can't really read.
Yeah.
And Martel was an athlete.
Martel also took the teacher's exam. That exam isn't easy. And he took he took the elementary one. He was an elementary school teacher.
How many times can you take it?
He took it. I don't know. He and Melanie took it on the same date and passed it on the same date.
Is it the same test?
One of them taught middle school, I thought.
Well, Mel taught middle school.
Yeah, that's a different certification.
Could she have helped him during the test?
No, you're not even in the. No, it's two different tests. Girl,
no, but usually
psycho. You can barely. You can't even get up to P, bird.
Okay.
Them people are really crazy.
So it's
I took the practice.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and it's a person.
So how did he pass it, but he can't pass the builder's test?
And that's open book.
She probably worked with him.
And it's open book? Okay.
It's open book.
Damn.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Okay. Remember when he sat down with Fred? Fred offered to give him the book.
I remember he didn't take the book from Fred.
And he went because he's so used to leaning on everybody. Everybody did everything for him. Like Mel said, I'm the one that wrote the governor for the pardon. I'm the one that wrote the school board so he can get the teacher job.
See.
What? We didn't know about any of this.
He had never even charged with anything.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he was. It probably was lessened.
He wasn't. And if he wasn't, you when you're on that list, that federal thing, the time between Martel taking the test and taking the test and actually the situation that happened, it was too close together. It wasn't even a 4-year period of time. There's no way you're going to convince me and what I think happened, even if they charged him, they dropped him because they couldn't find anything to link to him, because there's nothing on his record, because all teachers since like 1990 something, maybe before that, has to take an FBI test. And you can't have nothing on your record but like speeding tickets and stuff.
Wake up, Montique.
Joy,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Even if the charge is expunged, Joy.
Okay, y'all.
You can't listen. It's not enough time to have that expunged.
Okay,
they wouldn't expunge a federal bike robbery in a 4-year period of time.
But it might not have been that. It could have been a shorter. A lesser charge.
It wasn't charged. No way. It goes away in a 4. The span was too close together. I can't remember, but the crime happened on a New Year's Eve. He graduated like 3 years from now. It was too close. You have to realize that he's not really accused of being at the scene or doing anything. He was only accused of, it seems like, to be a lookout of some sort.
Yeah.
Because they didn't find him. They was in like a parking lot.
He had the burglar tools in his car.
But you can be charged with it as an accomplice to a felony. You don't have to be there. Just have to have
but they couldn't link it. My point is, they couldn't link him.
Oh, okay, I don't.
And whoever else was in their car, everybody didn't go down for their crime.
I always
they
heard
probably
that
did initially charge him, but if they couldn't link him and nobody snitching,
I heard that Uncle Sam was charged.
But that was federal money, and even Uncle Sam, I can't imagine him not getting a larger number of time for that.
Well, they stole a empty ATM.
Okay. Did they really? Was nothing in the ATM?
It was straight up out of barbershop. It was
Wow.
Do y'all remember barbershop when the
Yes, I do remember that. It's a mess.
It was a situation like that. That's why I was saying Martel he was in a lot with somebody. They may have tried to link him, but they couldn't. And if nobody snitched, they had to let him go and just probably deal with who they knew did whatever.
No. Yeah, I didn't know it was him. Joy, your brother.
Hey.
Your brother.
Joy sold an ATM. That's a whole nother issue.
He was trying to get Joy some money.
Hey.
Or something.
He was not there.
Your brother, Joy.
He was not there.
Joy, was your Uncle Sam there?
Not there.
Y'all ain't right. I did not know any of this.